Hey y'all, welcome back to Jay's Jeep and Classic Car channel. Today we're going to be working on draining the transmission. So where we're going is up right there. That's what we're going to be taking out to drain the transmission. Yesterday I cleaned all the gears with PB Blaster, and so all that gunk and junk that I cleaned off the gears is now down in the fluid, and so I'm going to drain that fluid, put new fresh fluid in. Today this morning I went running around getting all the supplies I need for it, getting that GL1 transmission mineral gear oil for it, and so we'll put that in afterwards. But first we're going to drain the transmission, mainly because that's where all the gunk is, and then we're going to drain the transfer case of any fluid it has, and then we'll refill it all back up. So join me in the adventure. Time to roll under. All right, so here we are. We got our drain pan in place approximately. We got our plug ready to go. I'm going to start off with the 5/8. Put in the comments below if you prefer to use a pipe wrench for this and why. But it seems to turn pretty good. Now I cleaned this off yesterday, so it had about an inch of gunk on either side of it, just from all the years of dirt. He's about loose. Still gunk coming off. Goodness gracious. Just gonna get that out of the way. I see some drops. Yeah, and there is water in the transmission fluid too. Ooh, this is why. Wow, there's a lot of water in that thing. Goodness gracious, I'm glad I drained that. Oh, well, I got a little bit of face full of fluid. Well, there wasn't as much in there as I thought, or it's clogged. Well, we're going to let it just drain for a little bit while we go wash my face off. I don't know, you tell me. When was the last time that transmission fluid was changed? Yuck. I don't think it's supposed to be that sludgy. Alright, so none the worse for wear. My face didn't get too much, just a couple drops, but it felt like a lot more. So we're going to take off the shifter now and just monitor the drain process and make sure all that junk gets out of my transmission, and flush it if necessary with either some more PB Blaster or kerosene or something like that to get all that junk out of there. So I'm going to take the top off and or shifter off and see what we got. Alright, so here we go. I was doing a little painting earlier. Looks like I need to do some more painting, so that may be what you see there. Unfortunately, I'm going to, part of the pieces I was painting is that shifter. So a little secret here is to do multiple projects all at once. As you can see, I got several paint projects going here, and while they're drying, I knew I had to drain that. That draining was going to take a while, drying was going to take a while, so why not do them all at once and kind of maximize my time out. So that's what I'm working on. All right, here we are on the reverse side. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully you can kind of see down in there. That's a lot of sludge in there. And my transmission may never work the same again after getting it clean. All up in there. Nothing's easy. If it was, everybody would do this. On this episode of Grime Boss, Jay works on getting all the grime out of his transmission. It's almost like there's grease in here, or that oil separated. Well, I may put the plug back in that thing, fill it up with something like, I don't know, mineral spirits or acetone or something, and try to thin that stuff out, because that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad up in there. You can see, I mean, even after scraping at it and then spraying some more, that's just all the gunk right there coming out of that thing. Thought this might be an easy job. I was mistaken. Alright, so after some consultation, I've decided to put this plug back in and use mineral spirits. I want to fill the transmission with mineral spirits, and which is pretty much interchangeable kerosene. A little more expensive, but I have it, and ultimately it's only about $1 more. So for $1 more, and that means I don't have to run out to the store to get and waste probably another hour. I can be letting it dissolve all the crud that's in the transmission. So made an executive decision, go a little bit more expensive, but what I had. So I'm just using paint thinner, which is 100% mineral spirits. The same stuff. So this is just the cheap paint thinner, but it's 100% mineral spirits. So fantastic. All right, so here we go. So there we go. We're gonna let it sit there for a little bit and do its work. And we're probably gonna put a little plastic bag over it so it doesn't evaporate. All right, so we're back. And it's been about an hour, and since we put the mineral spirits in, and so we're going to take this drain plug out again. Got safety glasses on this time to drain this out. Now in the meantime, I got a snack, and I also stirred that stuff pretty good. Got a wire brush down in there, scrubbed the walls, scrubbed anything I could to try to work on getting that sludge out of there. So we will see. However, I'm going to keep my mouth closed as this thing comes out. So I don't get a mouthful of mineral spirits. And we're taking a look at what it looks like down in there. It looks a lot better, but I think we need another round of it. So I was hoping it was would be a little cleaner than this, but I don't know what I really expected. I mean, this is just gunky stuff. It's almost like I might hook up the shop vac, try to suck some of that stuff up. You can see down in there, there's still a bunch of gunk down in there. And so we're going to spray a little bit of stuff down in here. Alright, so my card filled up, and I have no idea where I was in my pontification to you. So anyway, we've moved forward, and this is our second set of mineral spirits in the transmission, and we put the battery up, and now we're hitting the starter just to get a little movement in the transmission. So we're going to actually throw some starter fluid in there. Alright, so we're going to put some starter fluid down in here. Sure the fan is clear of any obstruction. And hit that start button. Alright, we're going to hit the starter here. And so that's what we want. We just kind of want it to churn up that fluid a little bit. So I let it sit overnight, and so this is what it looks like. It's nice and clean in there. But I'm not sure what it looks like at the bottom. So we're going to drain it and see what it looks like. So there's obviously dirt in there, but let's see what it looks like down there. And it looks a lot better. So I believe the phrase here is, here goes nothing. As you can see, can't quite get down in there like I need to. So I'm going to put a piece of tubing in there and try to do it that way. See what we get, or like a little straw or something like that. Let's see what I got. Alright, so I found two options. I got this little piece of air hose here. That's going to be our second option with a little hole. And then I also found my drain hose out of my ultrasonic cleaner. And we're just going to try to mush that down in to, I guess I'm just going to hold it. That might work. You can see it. Look at that. And my hand needs a break because I'm basically forming the suction on that. Okay, so we're back under here. We just vacuumed out that drain port, and we're just going to see what it feels like in here. Not what I'll call the cleanest. So we're going to put a little more stuff through there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray PU blaster into that hole this way. Oh yeah, that feels about 25 times better than it was. you know, get this as clean as I can. And then just probably change the transmission fluid early, or you know, let it run for a little bit and then change the transmission fluid and just get all that. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what you want to see there. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Okay, so this is your drain plug for the transfer case. Alright, we got the breaker bar on it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just need a little leverage. And if I was smart, I'd probably have rubber gloves on, but I'm not very smart. Oh yeah, look at all that water. You see that water coming out of there? Yeah, you don't want that water in your transfer case. That is bad times right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was definitely the right call to do. Yeah, that thing's sludgy too, man. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get out of that one. It doesn't have as nice access as the, oh, that's like tar in there. As the transmission. But we'll do what we can. That may be original fluid. I mean, I'm glad I drained it because of all that water that was in there. But it may never be the same. We'll see. We're just going to let that drain for a while. And go from there. Well, that's it, folks. I guess it's just time for supper now. Y'all take care.